This video is to demonstrate how to create a case management note in Iconotes, and you can do so from the actual chart or you can do it from here in the calendar. If the information for the client is here on the left hand side, you can simply click New Note and then choose the note type that you want to utilize. If a case management note is the primary note that you create on a regular basis, then you can actually set that as your default and then click the plus sign to create it. This will take you into the case management work areas where you'll have a list of standard buttons on the left that will generate shrub options for you. You have a free text field here in the center, and then you have the option to create custom buttons on the right. We're going to use these shrub options in order to build our note. Here I'll click presenting problem and it'll branch out for me, and I'll say depression, and then I'll gravitate back to the previous column and continue to work my way down. Now this note does have the opportunity for you to enter in information here into the free text field, such as the following changes in our social support network or family have occurred. Then you can just gravitate on back and select the options relevant to this particular client. Here's service today provided. If there were no services, you can click this button to document that. However, if there were services, you can document accordingly. Perhaps you help the client fill out an application for housing. And then what is your plan? We're going to follow up, or you can monitor or have a consultation. And it will populate that text right into your note. Now again, if there's any other detail that you want to enter in or type in, that you can do so in that yellow text field. And you can continue on. Now, if there is any information that you usually document in your notes that you do not see in the shrub options on the left hand side, this is the opportunity to create custom buttons over to the far right. To do so, click create new button. First, give the button a title, and then in the variation, enter in what you want to populate into the note when you click this button. You do have the opportunity to enter in multiple variations, such as if you wanted to personalize the note more effectively by using the client's name or their gender appropriate pronoun. For example, there's a select option for your merge fields, and then you just select what it is that you want to populate to the note. Here I'll do the name and insert. And so on and so forth. And now the program will automatically generate that person's name, because this button will be available for all of your clients. Here I'm going to highlight it and then click continue. There's my button here on the right hand side, and I can hover over it to see what it's going to say. And then at any point I can click it and it'll pop that there into the text. Now the program does select which variation it's going to use randomly, so you don't necessarily have any control over that. However, if you do click this button again, it may say the same thing, it may say something different. And this is so your notes don't sound cookie cutter or generic. Whichever one you want to maintain, you can leave in, or if you don't, you can take it out. Then you can continue on with your note with whatever other detail that you wanted to include. There is additional information that you may or may not use in your case management note. However, just know that it's available for a mental status exam, behavior, verbal content, if you did any kind of interventions, and you can also link to the treatment plan. So if you have problems and goals and interventions documented in the treatment plan, you can have those populate into your note. And then here you save to a progress note. This will aggregate the data into a note for you here, which you can review at any point. If you need to go back in the work areas, you can do so, and then you can sign your note. And that is how you create a case management note in Iconotes.